Josephine.
How bracing to be in the thick of the game again. The last time I was at Alam Shiral was Countess Letienne's wedding. There were a dozen affairs, 5 secret alliances, and a duel between 2 chevaliers over the vintage of an Antivan port. But until the Duchess was unmasked, I've never seen the Winter Palace in shock.
At least they weren't bored. Nah, they shouldn't be. They should be shaken.
The nobility needed a shock. Corypheus played them all for fools.
I agree completely. The game's become increasingly insular in the past few years. Corypheus skillfully took advantage. It's disturbing so few people in the Orlesian court were aware of the Duchess's machinations.
That surprised me. Celine knew, did she?
The Empress realized she was in danger.
She's always in danger. Those loyal to her should have practiced more vigilance.
Correct.
But let's not lose sight of victory. Your actions at the ball have secured us allies and favors alike.
Viper's Nest. I don't know what that picture means. I mean, it's true, but I don't know what this picture means. Yeah, I think he's kind of... Although he knows the game to an extent, he doesn't care for it.
Insular cliques, snide half-truths, everyone sizing up everyone else. It reminded me of home.
Okay.
I understand the feeling, Inquisitor. Let's hope the next ball either of our families holds is quieter.
Okay, that's what it meant. It was because of my background, because I'm a human... Because I'm a human noble. I wonder if you're always a Trevelyan, a human noble. Let's quick save in case I do something incredibly stupid. You're talking. Oh, I did something incredibly stupid.
First, this wasn't my idea. It is an issue born of titles and heir apparency and...
Oh my goodness.
Alam Shiral is having difficulty freeing trade routes formerly controlled by Duchess Florian. Had she been tried, her assets would be forfeit and considerable bureaucracy avoided. So they ask that we judge her.
I laugh, but this is, I know, I think this has happened a few times in British history. I think, was Cromwell tried? So, Oliver Cromwell had, led the parliamentary forces during the 3 English civil wars. Often just called the English Civil War, just for simplicity, because it's pretty much over. I think, at most 30 years, probably closer to 20, maybe even less. Has Charles I executed. So he eliminates the monarchy and replaces it with a dictatorship led by himself. When he dies, it's inherited by his son. Yes, he removed the monarchy to instead create a hereditary dictatorship. Whatever. So he's dead. His son takes over. Parliament then kind of, I think, revolts and wants to replace him with Charles II, the son of Charles I. Charles II, when he comes in, he has all of the... I think he has all of the people who signed the death warrant for Charles I, has them tried, including Oliver Cromwell, who's already dead. And he was sentenced to death for treason, although he's already dead, and is then executed. We're completely bonkers. Unusual, but still serious. I have to judge her remains. Having just talked about the fact that we're a noble, it's a bit odd, but I have to do it.
There is worth and weight in every judgment, no matter how unusual.
That was the time allotted for rebuttal. Her crimes negated any claim to... Forgive me, there is an odor.
There is a precedent.
Strangely enough, something similar happened to an uncle of Emperor Leandra II. His trade routes were returned to the reigning monarch. Why don't we just follow suit?
A wise choice. Thank you for making it swiftly.
Okay. So, yay, precedent, yay. So, yes, glad that worked. It's freed up things. Barrick.
Inquisitor.
I need to have a few words with my publisher. The first one will be you, and the second one will be Bastard. They've claimed for years my crime serials don't sell in Orlais. So why is the Council of Heralds asking me for autographs? Sorry, distracted. Anyway, you need something?
Anything? No. No.
Carry on.
Looking for questage. Or maybe Solus being nice to me.
There are spirits hovering by the veil to observe the thrones of powerful nations, machinations, betrayals. After our time in Halam Shiral, I understand why. I had forgotten how I missed court intrigue.
You've seen this kind of thing before?
You miss court intrigue. When were you at court?
Oh, well, never directly, of course. An elven apostate is rarely invited to speak with empresses and kings. But from the Fade, I have watched dynasties form and empires crumble. It is sometimes savage, sometimes noble, and always fascinating. In any event, Celine should now be a steadfast ally, especially after helping her neutralize Briala.
Why he disapproved because I was surprised that he'd been in court. I'm sorry about Briala. Am I? I don't know what I did, but I will apologize.
I hope you know that I didn't turn over Briala lightly. If I'd had another option...
What? Why would I disapprove of... Oh, because we're both elves. I'm sorry, I was confused. I do not consider myself to have much in common with the elves.
That's... I know that they're trying to... I don't know if they're trying to make this point. And I understand, like, because... in reality, I don't... kind of... have a lot in common with other humans. I mean that kind of general. There are obviously there are some humans I have things in common with, and some humans I don't have much in common with, or anything in common with in some cases. But this is a fantasy game. It's like all elves have got some things in common, and elves have a lot more in common with other elves than they do with humans, and that's kind of a logical question, a logical thought. Right, who then? I'll ask that question.
Who do you have much in common with? Who are your people?
A good question. I joined the Inquisition to save the world. Regardless of who my people are, this was the best way to help them. As for the elves of Orlais, Briala did what she could. She was an admirable woman, even if her gambit failed.
He didn't answer the question.
Even if we couldn't help Briala, I hope we can make life better for Orlesian elves.
Stop Corypheus. That will do for a start. It speaks well of you to feel for the oppressed. Help them for that. Know them for what they are, instead of just seeing a pair of pointed ears.
Okay, any more dialogue from you?
Inquisitor.
No. Okay.
We'll talk later. Goodbye.
I mean, I was gonna say that we've not had any. That's the explosion. It's the setting up of the Inquisition, I think. I have no idea. Oh, that's the court. That's the court. The assassin. That's this thing. This is... Oh, that's the demon army of the Grey Wardens. So I assume that if I'd done it in the other order, they'd be the other way around. So then, where are the mages? Is that the mages? Oh, I guess it is. And I assume that's mages or Templars. So this side's the mages, this side's the Templars. And you go to one of them. Oh, I have no idea. I'm completely confused. Dorian.
Marvelous business, the Winter Palace. You saved an empress, and now she's eating out of your hand. Perfect mental image. All this dancing, politics, and murder makes me a bit homesick.
Should we do it more often? The problem is, I'm not sure exactly the tone of it. It's saying it's flirty, but I don't know. Go on, I'm going to say it.
That's something you'd like to do more often, then.
What? You twist an entire empire around your little finger? Yes, please. Of course, it leaves only to Winter. And it wouldn't work as well there.
No? Why not?
I'm not a mage.
Our dances are so much more intense. If an evening lacks a murder, we sniff and call it a ball. I hope you tried the ham they were serving, by the way. Tasted of despair. Fascinating.
Okay. I think it's enough.
I should go.
Here I thought we were just getting to the good part.
Where do I hand in research? Research. I don't know if I've got anything to hand in. Nope. Open. Right, Vivienne. Oh, hello.
My
Cutscene.
dear, I'm afraid I must ask you for help. There is an alchemical formula that I must complete, but I have been unable to obtain a critical ingredient. The heart of a snowy wyvern. I had arranged to obtain one, but the chevaliers working with me were killed in the Civil War.
What is this formula?
I didn't know you were an alchemist, Vivian. What exactly is this project you're working on?
It is a special request from a member of the Council of Heralds. I am still the Imperial Court Enchanter, after all. The matter is private. That is all there is to say.
If it's private, she's kind of made a decision. So you won't tell me?
You want me to risk my life to get this thing for you, but won't tell me what it's for?
My dear, it is hardly proper for me to blab the secrets of those who put trust in my discretion.
Yes.
I would do no less for you, after all.
Thank you. That's nice of you. Why do you want my help?
I'm not a hunter. Why do you think I can help?
This beast is not hunted for sport, as other wyverns sometimes are. It is far more deadly. In the past, chevaliers have been dispatched to either kill the creatures or drive them away from villages. Since my chevaliers have fallen to political conflict, I find myself in need of someone with a martial aptitude.
Well, tell me about this thing.
If I'm going to hunt down a snowy wyvern, I need you to tell me everything you know about it.
They're quite rare and exceedingly dangerous. Their venom is the most potent of any wyvern. Ordinary hunters would not make the attempt. The risk is too great. You, my dear, would certainly be an equal to this monster.
All right, I'll take your companion quest.
I'll do what I can.
Thank you, my dear. I would be most grateful. I shall give the location of its lair to Cullen. Remember, my dear, I must have its heart, or the potion will not work. I eagerly await your success.
So is this an operation, or do we go deal with it? From the Exalted Plains. Exalted Plains. Ah, okay, yes, good. I think I've still got some things on my list for the Exalted Plains. Oh, no. Liliana might have something to say. I wonder if there's a quest with Liliana. Where's the way up? That is the way up. Liliana. Oh no, I've misplaced my Liliana. As if she's mine. Ah, there she is.
So it's true. Some look to Cassandra or even me as Justinia's successor. I never thought the idea would gain momentum. Of course, with the other candidates out of the picture.
The divine seems to say, what do you want?
Is becoming divine something you really want?
When Justinia was alive, I would have laughed at anyone who even suggested that I could be her successor. Things have changed. Still, I don't know. Restoring the Chantry will be like trying to steer a sinking vessel through a storm.
Let it sink, you could abandon ship. I will help if I can.
Whoever becomes divine will have my support if she requires it.
And I'm sure whoever becomes divine will absolutely require the Inquisition's backing. The Chantry is faltering. But it still has influence over the people. Who tells the people what's right? Who do they look to in times of peril? A divine with enough support can change the Chantry. And with it, Thedas. But this is a discussion for later. If Gorifius wins, finding a new divine will be the least of our problems.
True. Right. To Cassandra then. Dodge, dodge. Oh, can't get through you. Process. You. Ooh! More cutscenes.
A message from Divine Justinia.
Pretty sure she's dead. Are you alright?
That's a shock. You all right reading it?
Thank you for the concern, Inquisitor. But I am. This message was written months, perhaps even years ago, to be delivered to me if she died. I've heard of such contingency plans. A sudden death often leaves loose ends. I'm to go to Valence, a small village on the waking sea. There is something hidden there.
What will you find?
You know what you're looking for?
The Divine was a powerful woman who used her position to obtain all sorts of things. Whatever she hid in Valence would very likely benefit the Inquisition and must be kept from falling into the wrong hands. If I'm lucky, she will have instructions for me.
I instruct you she doesn't. Whoa! No. Why Valence?
Why hide things in Valence? What's so special about it?
Justinia was revered mother at the Chantry there for many years before she became the Divine. It is a place that holds great meaning for her.
You want to leave?
Is this you asking permission to leave for a bit?
Well, yes. I can't imagine I'll be away from my post for very long. And I was hoping you would agree to come with me. Will you at least consider it? One more thing. If what is hidden in Valence is as valuable as I think, we're not going to be the only ones looking for it. I shall meet you at the Chantry in Valence. Try not to delay.
Okie dokie, that's a new quest. I don't know where that is. Where is that? Where is that? Let's make that the active one. World map. Where is it in Valence? Oh, it's a new area. Okay. Oh, I might head there then. Once I've gone through all companion people, I might head there, and that will mean I don't have to word. I can normally word. At the moment, I can't. I won't have loaded side quests to get distracted by. I think Cassandra's got a cutscene for us, because she's not attacking the dummies. And then we'll go through the Herald's Rest, go along Cullen, and then Blackwall. I think that's everyone.